Welcome to Jason is a Social Scientist by Mouth Daily. Pill number 1013. Dang it to heck. So we're home. We're home. We've got the music back. Dang it to heck. So you might be wondering what the show is about. People often wonder what the show is about. The premise is deceptively simple. I take my HIV medication live on the Book of Face each day in front of friends, family, and strangers. I do so in order to embrace stigma, dispel ignorance, and find support. Hey, Bill Allen. Who else is here? I'm going to put the comments here. Instead of going up there and scrolling, I'm going to try to read the comments here. But if I'd have people take only one thing away from this show, it would be the knowledge that HIV is preventable. If you're HIV negative, there's a once-a-day pill you can take. Hey, Millie. Bill and Millie are here. All right. Billy and Millie. I probably don't like to be called Billy. It just rhymes with Millie. Amanda Colson is called Millie. If I'd have people take only one thing away from this show, it would be the knowledge that HIV is preventable. If you're HIV negative, there's a once-a-day pill you can take. They call it PrEP, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. The pill is Truvada, and if you're HIV negative, you take it once a day, and it works like a highly effective chemical condom. It prevents HIV. But if you're already HIV positive like me, treatment is prevention. By taking my medication every day and maintaining an undetectable viral load, it makes it so I'm not contagious. U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmissible. You could fuck me bareback all day long and never catch HIV from me. It's a brave new world. The future is now, and it's 1969. Free love. Alright, good morning, Millie. Good morning, Bill. Angel J. Morgan. Peekaboo. Cher Williamson says, what's up? Angel and Cher, thank you for your support. They're supporters. Mama G's here. Nelson Commodore, Dustin Domingue. Millie likes what? Let's see. Had a pretty decent trip, Melinda. I came home though, it sucked. There was water all over the kitchen floor and in the basement. A hose under the sink started leaking sometime when we were gone. Dang it to heck. Hey, Sarah Wild. I didn't look at my message yet, Sarah, but I'll check it out. Billy and Millie? I don't know if Bill likes it. Probably not. Nick Anthony, hello, thank you. I'm home. The floor, for one, the floor is kind of ruined. Or it's warped at least.
1013.
Laura, has all these toys that she bought them years ago. I can clear and she'd buy like 10 of the same toy because there'd be pennies on the dollar of what they cost. And then she just held on to them for a while. Then she sells on eBay sometimes. And a lot of those toys that weren't in the on fucking shelves were ruined, and the floor is kind of ruined. Dang it to heck. Jeanette, alright, safe travels. Yeah, you bet, Cher. That's better. I'm kind of far away, too. No, it's not. I just keep thinking how much worse it could have been. Because, what happened is a tiny leak in the hose. I'm imagining what would have happened if that hose had completely failed. Instead of this tiny drip, drip, drip. If it just... the house would have been ruined. A week's worth of water running at full blast would have just destroyed the house. So, this wasn't house destroying. Maybe it was floor destroying. But, so, in some ways, it's a relief that it wasn't worse. I'm glad you can hear now. Thanks, Sarah. Hey, Daniel. How are you, sir? It could have been way worse. You're right, Melinda. Still sucks though. Still really, really sucks. Oh well. You want to see something? I can show you what it looks like. Probably won't even be able to tell. It doesn't look that bad, I guess, maybe. Daniel's bored. Oh, can you see how the floor is all warped here? Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to tell on the camera. Let's see. Yeah, like everywhere it meets, it's all warped. And then it was leaking from where? Let's see. It was leaking from right here. This hose right here is like drip, 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 drip. I'll show you down here where it leaked into the... Good morning, Jeff. I didn't see what happened to Steve. It's so messy down here. You see all this? This is all wet down here. Like, this bucket completely filled with water. It was dripping from down here, from under the... I don't know. This is all wet down here. All the boxes that were on the floor got wet. I don't know. And then, like, the other bad thing, so I ran down here when I saw there was water on the kitchen floor when I got home. I ran down here to... First thing I did was to shut off the main water here. I turned that off, and then once I turned it off, like I ran upstairs and I cleaned up the water off the floor, the water inside the cabinet, emptied the cabinet to see, so I could see what was going on under there. And once I had it completely emptied, I turned the water back on and ran upstairs to see if I could see where it was leaking, and I could see the leak. And then I came back down here, and I turned the water off again. And as soon as I turned the water off, like this up here, like water started dripping from this one right here. Water just like started pouring out of here. And I think it must have, like, it has something to do with air pressure and air and water being caught in there. But it stopped leaking once I turned the water back on. But now I'm just like, I'm scared as fuck that this is gonna start leaking again. So I put this big garbage can underneath here, just in case it starts leaking again. I don't know. I'm all fucked up right now. I'm really upset about the whole situation. I'm just waiting for everything to get really fucked up. But oh well. Hey, Cavino. Good to see you, sir. Sharon just drips, drips, drips. Dang it to heck. Which pipes are you talking about? Maybe instead of aluminum foil, you might need some Tupperware. Hey, that's not a bad idea, Melinda. That's not a bad idea. I suppose so. You're right. It's not. I still like owning the house, I guess. But yeah, it can be a pain in the ass. So I was saying, you need Tupperware. It's the aluminum foil. Look at that beard, Nick, right? You sent me a letter, Cavino? I didn't check the mail yet. Should I go check the mail? Here, you guys can come with me. Let's go check the mail. Hey, Dylan. Shit. It's pouring rain out. Fucker. What if I get struck by lightning? I'm sick of water tonight. You know that? I'm really sick of water. Love you too, Nick. Anniversary follower. You got a cool badge. Thank you. I love you too. Hey, Jessica. You know, it was. I would say I would give it a fair to Midland trip. It wasn't my favorite trip of all time for sure. And Laura and I did our fair share of arguing during it, but we always argue on our trips. Anyway, it could have been worse. Running makes you... I don't think that's true, does it? I guess my phone is waterproof, isn't it? Did they? They did that test? I don't know. Did they explain why? Yadira, hello. Kelly. Yeah, they had a good time. The boys had a good time, I think. I'm home now, Kelly. I'm home. When I got home, there was a leak in the hose under the sink and there was water everywhere. This one's a 10S and they're supposed to be waterproof. Alright, let's do it. Woo! What t-shirt contest? Since I'm the one participating, I automatically win. Still no Adult Swim deal yet. Hopefully soon. Aha! I found it, Cavino. I think I forgot. Cavito, you live in Vegas. Nice. I think I forgot that. You got Nick. You gotta reach out to him and tell him to give me a call. I was checking the mail, Andrew. Hello, Amy. Boom chicka wow wow. All right. From Covino here. I'll cover his address here, but it's a crane, I think, right? Or blue heron, maybe, one of the two. This looks straight out of a Bob Ross painting. Very nice, very nice. You just got a letter? Hey, Laura Brendel. Let's see here. That didn't work very well. You can make a very good letter opener. Dang it, Dad. Oh, thank you, Nick. Really, since pill 1? I think I forgot that. Come out, come out. Laura loves pigs. Nice. You put money in here. Nice. Sweet. Sweet. My grandpa always used to give me $2 bills. That's super cool. Amy Louise Balmer Bain. See, you two are proof. You two are proof that, like, some people like to say that, well, only bitter people like to say that no one from the old days continues to watch me because I just drive everyone away. I haven't driven you two away yet. I'm just kidding. Talk dirty to me. LOL. It's not much. We are poor, but just a little token of luck. Love, Covino and Angelo. Oh no, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Covino and Angelo. Oh, I used to love getting them from my grandpa. Totally. Those are super cool. I like to think I've never driven anyone away. Not on purpose, at least. Well, this was super sweet of you. And picture Martin Luther King in there. This looks like a vintage postcard. Cool. Oh, well, you're always welcome, Nick. You're always, people are welcome to watch without commenting. People are welcome to come and go, like come stay for, people are welcome to come every night. People are welcome to come once a week. People are welcome to come once a year. And you'll always be welcome with open arms here. Yeah, it looks vintage, I can tell. Hey, Ace. Oh, Jeff's a supporter in the house. Hello there. Time for steak and potato shall return. Enjoy your meal. It sounds like a delicious meal. No, that was really nice. That was really nice. Thank you, Covino. I love it. I love it. Ah. Now what? Now what? I started late. I might take my pill soon and head to bed. No, that was really nice. That was really nice, Cavino. Pictures or it didn't happen, Andrew. Pictures or it didn't happen. Wow, I love you too, Melinda. I feel loved. I do. I always feel loved when I come here. Thank you again, Cavino. Dang it to heck. Nicole's been here since pill 375. And Nicole's half asleep. I think a lot of people take me to bed with them. I tend to keep them awake. I think it's, Jason is a social scientist, contributes to poor sleep hygiene. All right, Millie, have a good time shopping. Boys do have school in the morning. They do, Melinda. That's funny. I hope he shares with you, Angel. Ace, I don't think things are going well for me, but thank you for being happy that they might be. We went to the mall. The mall kind of sucked. I should have known. It's just a fucking mall. Went to the Mall of America. And then the worst part is, like, we waited around for an hour for the light show at the end. It's supposed to have a light show at closing, but apparently they don't do it on Sundays, even though the website says they do it. And when I was waiting, I went to their chat or whatever, like their online chat, and they told me, oh yeah, it starts at 7:30. I was like, at 7:15. I waited till 7:45, and it still never came on. This leaves a whole sour taste in my mouth. Amy's are you heading to work now? It's true, I've been both in Laura's undies and in her bed. That's fun. That's fun. Amy Louise Balmer Baden says, I normally jump on before I start work. Angel, Jeff does cook for you if you ask him to. Nick says, look at all these girls on your dick, Jason. Wow, that's hardly appropriate. All right, you have a day off, Amy? That's nice. Summer's always switched around, awake most of the night when it's cooler, says Angel. Ace says, things aren't going well for me. I was still giving my best wishes to you. I'm sorry you're having a hard time too, Ace. I had a shitty arrival to my home. When I got home from my trip, there was like water everywhere in the house. There's a leak in the hose, and anyway, it could have been worse though. It really could have been. I don't know. But what's going on with you? If you care to share, we're here to listen. I'll listen at least. Elizabeth Celia, hello. I'm surviving. Like I said before, I'm just glad that the hose didn't completely fail and it wasn't like a full-on like uncontrolled water leak in the house for a week. That would have destroyed the house, I think. This like the damage was localized. I don't know. I can't imagine if like it just like completely failed. Oh, and this,
Bill 1013.
I have a therapy appointment tomorrow. She'll have another breakdown there. It seems like every time I go to the therapist, I completely break down. I cry the whole way there, cry the whole time, and then cry all the way home. Wee 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 wee. I cry all the way home, like this little piggy. Just call me little piggy, because I go wee 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 all the way home. Dang it to heck.
Bill 1013.
Oh, I know, like the floor is damaged pretty well. I mean, still you could walk on it. I don't know, but it's like visibly and tactilely warped. The kitchen floor is all warped, and my wife had like this. Like, she's got so many freaking toys down there. Like, she went crazy probably 5 or 6 years ago. Probably 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years ago. And then we have like this Mattel toy store, like the American Girl doll. They make American Girl dolls here in Madison, and that's owned by Mattel. And at the American Girl factory, they have a Mattel outlet store. And when they have clearance, like like literally, it's like pennies on the dollar for toys. And so sometimes, like, she got this huge inventory, and like she just been sitting on it for. But sometimes when she has extra time, she'll like post like a bunch of things on eBay to sell them, and not all of the stuff got ruined, but a good chunk of it got all wet. So yeah, like that, like a bunch of inventory of toys. Nick, you're really, Nick says, I wish I had the love you have here, Jason. We're all here for you. I am really a lucky dude. Even on my worst day, I have a really good support system here. And, I don't know, what depression can make you blind to the positive things in life. But I always try to keep that in mind. Hey, John Holmquist is back. You're back to being a supporter now, Kelly Lively? That's nice of you. I thought for sure I'd done something wrong when you stopped being a supporter for a while. But I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to assume that, because like people have things that go on in their lives and stuff too. So, but welcome back. Welcome back.
Bill 1013.
Yeah, we're gonna look into the insurance thing. I wouldn't have the patience to do it either, Cavino. Oh, thank you, Amy Louise Balmer-Bain. Thank you. I hear you, Nathan. I hear you. No apologies necessary. I wouldn't have said anything at all, except that you're a supporter now, so it's obvious that well, it's not completely obvious. Maybe I did something to make you forgive me, but yeah, it seemed pretty clear that it wasn't personal at that point. So I'm glad to have you back as a supporter, and I'm even more glad that it wasn't personal. No, thank you. I didn't see what Ace because Ace said he was having a hard time earlier. I didn't see what he said. Cavino says, good for you, Ace. Oh, there. I think I'm going to see my grandma today. She always... Good, good. That's good. Does she live close to you? What happened where? With what, John? That makes total sense. Makes total sense. Kelly, I'm just glad I didn't say something that really, I was like, shit, I wonder what I did. Because you were like the second supporter, and you're like, gangbusters about like being a supporter. I'm like, oh fuck, I really fucked up. Yeah, not complete. Like the whole home wasn't flooded. Like a good area around the sink, probably about this big. The floorboards are all warped and. I might have fucked up once or twice, but I'm glad you can forgive me, Kelly. Let's see. And then the water leaked into the basement too. I'm also worried about like underneath the cabinets where we can't dry, about mold and stuff. Well, that's good, Cavino. It's happened before. It's happened. You've never fucked up either, Kelly? That's good. Is that what I mean? It could have been so much worse. That's what it's hard to be super upset about the water because I just keep thinking about how bad it could have been. Ugh. I mean, really, if the water had been running at full blast for a week onto the kitchen floor, it would have ruined the whole house. I don't think it would have been... I can show you. I'll show you guys one more time here. I don't know what RO is, but the water was leaking from this hose right here. Oops. Kid, reach it. Right there. It was leaking from right here. And that's the hot water hose. Like the hot water runs from there up to the sink. I don't know if I can... I thought I could do it by myself, but I don't know if I can unscrew the hose. I have to take the sink apart or something, I think. I don't know, this might be beyond my skill set. If I could just reach in there and unscrew the hose and put a new one on there, I probably could do it. Right, I already practiced canoeing. I could just canoe to my bedroom. Funny, Cher, funny. Real lemon juice. Spray it down. It helps the mold away. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the only reason the fan's not on right now is because I'm doing the show. Once I start the show again, I'll turn the fans back on. It's kind of hard to see from the camera here, but like, or without, I don't know, the camera kind of hides it, but like the floor is all, like the edges, wherever it meets, like they're warped here. Like, here you can kind of see it more obviously, but the boards are all coming up. I don't know if they'll get worse here. Seeing earlier when I step on it too, water will come out. I can't. Anyway, yeah, it's all the boards are all coming up here. It's laminate. You know, it's disappointing. I came home and went to go because the van was in the driveway and I wanted to take the car so I ran in here to grab the van keys so I could move it onto the street. And as soon as I got here to get the keys, I noticed a big puddle of water like all around here, you know, basically covering this whole area here. And so then I ran downstairs and turned off the water. We do have a dehumidifier in the basement. Kelly says, "Oh, laminate's an easier fix, you think?" Maybe. I don't know. Bye, Amy Louise. John says, turn off the main in front of I turned off the main when I first got home, and the main switch in the basement at least. There's probably one on the outside of the house too, right? But I turned off the main one on the inside of the house, and I cleared out the cupboards because I wanted to, you know, it's full with shit under there. So pulled everything out and dried everything up so I could then see where the water was coming from. And I turned back on the main downstairs and I ran up here and could see where it was leaking from. Then I ran back downstairs again and turned off the water. But this time when I turned off the water, it started leaking from another place. It started leaking from above my head, right where I turned in the basement. There must have been pressure from like air in the pipes and I don't know exactly what happened. But it started leaking out of another pipe, and it didn't stop leaking until I turned the water back on. And that's got me all fucked up because I'm like, oh great, now when is that going to start leaking again? I just don't know how to I don't know how to like get at the other end of that hose. I don't know how to get at where it attaches to the faucet here. Yeah. Yeah. You had a leak everywhere too, Kelly. It's terrible. The pipes would slowly rust, but it's not hard to fix. Hey, Hayden. Do you think just having a dehumidifier in the house is probably not good enough? You think it'd be better to put the dehumidifier right upstairs here? Because I have the dehumidifier constantly running in the basement. Good morning, Joseph. Thank you, Jessica. Right back at you, Ace. Oh, I'll be okay. I hope you have a good time with your grandma. Yeah, put it upstairs. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Hey, Neon Todd. A sink wrench? There's like the one that'll fit up in there? Is that what you're saying? That's good. Yeah, I had a flood. I'll show you guys again where down the basement where it started leaking the second time. This was a separate leak. So when I first got home, I turned the water off here. I turned that off. And I cleaned up upstairs, cleaned out under the sink, and dried everything up. And then I came back down here and turned the water back on. And I ran upstairs to see where it was leaking. And I saw where it was leaking. I came back down and I turned it off again. And as soon as I turned it off, water started leaking from, where did it start leaking from? From right here, right above me, right here, that other turn-off switch. And that switch is built fucked up anyway, right? Because it's built so close to that black pipe. I don't know what that is, if it's natural gas or whatever that is. But like, it rides up right against the switch. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, so like, keeps it slightly open or off kilter, so anyway, it's never leaked before, but they think there's this pressure or something. Fucking A. And it didn't stop leaking until I turned the water back on. I don't fucking know. And I'm just afraid that it's gonna start leaking again. So I put this big garbage can down here. Crescent wrench, would it get in that little hole though? That won't fit in there, would it? I don't fucking know. I just can't deal with this shit. I'm just gonna go without hot water in the kitchen from now on. No, it's not. It only leaked for 5 seconds, and it was only when I turned the water off for a minute, and it was like, I don't know. I like I said, I turned the water. First, I turned the water off, and I let I let some of the water out of the pipe too. I turned it on and so there's probably just air in there. And then when I turned the water back on, I just turned it on for a second, and then I turned it off again. And I think there was like a mixture of air and water trapped in it, and because I think the air pushed the water out or something. That's an interesting idea, Hayden. I don't know if that's practical for us, though. There's the water softener. That's normal, you think, John? I think the leaking pipe from... Because that's what has me worried the most, because, like, I don't know, that hose seems easy to replace, or relatively easy, but that big pipe doesn't seem that as easy. Like the boards are already buckled though. I don't know, will they get it? It's like closing the barn door after the cows get out. What's $10 at Home Depot? I think I'll do that, Nick. I'll see about getting a free estimate from a plumber. So the hose is $10 at. It's my understanding. You think it'll be $10 for the hose at Home Depot to replace, and that it's normal. The other thing is normal. Is that what? Yeah. The stainless steel hose will be about $10 and easy for me to replace. And the other thing in the basement, I don't have to worry about. Is that what you're saying, John? Just so I make sure I understand. Oh, they might fully snap, you're saying? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Thanks, Beth Hansen. It's good to know that it is good to know, especially that downstairs was normal, because that was really freaking me out. Fuck. No, I don't have money to redo my floors. Okay. Oh, thank you, Hayden. Yeah, I don't know. Life's a bitch sometimes. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do the whole heating the house thing up, but maybe I'll move the dehumidifier up here. I don't like dealing with shit. I'm not good at dealing with shit. Can't handle this. Now that John makes me feel really good. Fully completely ruined, is that what you mean? I'm sorry, Nick. That's a good idea, Bob Fix. I'm just gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna get it to unscrew the other end though. It's a tiny little hole. I can't get a wrench in there. Somebody said something about a sink wrench. I don't know if the sink wrench can fit a hole in a hole this big. And then if it's not as easy as just reaching in, I have to take the whole sink apart. I'm gonna fuck that up. I know I'm gonna fuck that up. I tried to replace the hose. The hose is still leaking. I just leave it sit in the sink. Like the sprayer hose. I tried to just replace, and I have a new hose. So I bought an end. Because like the sprayer, you know, you spray your dishes with, like the part that sprays snapped. And I couldn't turn on the sprayer anymore. So I got just the new end. Like the part that sprays, I got the new handle part, and I tried to use the old hose, but I think I fucked it up or something. I ruined the seal, and so when I put the new handle on, it was leaking from the bottom of it, and I don't know, I bought a new hose to try to replace that. I just never, it's been sitting, I haven't got around to it. The box got all wet, right? The hose box got all wet. But, so this, I think I can, this is relatively easy to replace. Damn it, Jackie, right? I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, this looks too hard. I haven't even replaced this hose, and it's easy to get at. I have to get another hose, a stainless steel hose, and it won't even, like, yeah, like I said, I won't be able to I'll show you guys one more time. Look at how am I supposed to do this? It's impossible. I YouTubed the hose sprayer, that still leaks. Let's see. Okay, so look at that. That tiny little hole. I can't even get my finger in there. How the fuck am I supposed to, I can't get a wrench in there. And then what? You're supposed to just, how do you get this out of here? It's impossible. Oh, I guess you first start by unscrewing this thing, I bet. And then what? I don't know. It's just impossible. That's fucking impossible. I quit. Fucking quit. I'm done. Just get a new house. Well, I think I know the problem. I think the problem is that hose. I don't know what could have caused that to fail in the first place, though. I'm thinking either Laura or I, like, because like before I emptied it out, like everything in here and all this stuff, except for the book, all this shit. The vase, not Laura's purse, but all this shit was all inside the cupboard, inside the cabinets. I'm thinking, push something in there and it yanked on the hose or something. I don't know how to take. I figure that one bolt probably removes the faucet, right? Or that. Yeah, it leaks from right about here. Or it could be here, I guess, too. I don't know. Oh well. Thank you, Stephen Snow. We're getting a new hose. You think it's that easy, Hayden? To maybe it is, like I looked at it, I guess again. There's that one. There was one nut that seemed like that was what was keeping the might have been what was keeping the faucet down. So if it's just one nut that I have to undo, and then the whole faucet lifts out, maybe it is easier than I'm imagining. No, I think my only worry was just like getting access to like it. I thought it would be an easy job too until I looked at the other end of the hose, and it seemed really difficult to get at, and then I wasn't quite sure how to tear apart the sink. Thank you, Cher. Oh, I need the. I don't even have the hose. I mean, it really could be put off for a little while now because we have cold water in the kitchen. No, the rest of the water is the rest of the water is unaffected. We have hot and cold, and the washer and dryer, and in the bathrooms. It's just the kitchen sink doesn't have hot water. Cut the hose? I don't know. I don't think that would solve the problem. Good night, Angel. Rest well. Group hugs. There you go, Angel. Rest well. What do you think it was, that one nut that I was talking? You saw? I don't know if you saw me point to that nut under the sink. Was it just that one nut? Will that release the faucet? Thanks for all the advice, guys. Okay, I can do this then. That gives me. You guys answered all my questions tonight. Thank you. So I'm glad I don't have to be worried about the. Although John, you said worry about the basement later. Does that mean? Do you think I should still do something about the basement, or is that just completely normal? And I don't have to worry about it at all, because you said worry about it later. I don't think Laura's going to be fixing that anytime soon. Laura, I shouldn't even tell you this, because I'm sort of making fun of her a little bit, but she's like telling me, like, how could it leak? How could it be leaking if you've had the water turned off? I'm like, if it gets a break anywhere along, she's like, she thinks that only if you have the water faucet turned on, could it leak anywhere else in the house? She's like, you had it turned off, how could it leak anywhere? And I tried to explain it more, and I just gave up. I might just want to be able to put it back together, Nick. So no, I don't think Laura will be fixing it anytime soon, you know. I'll replace both hoses too, Mama G. Thank you. So I think she's gonna take care of the basement, all her crap that got wet in the basement. Maybe we'll do a quick. I only have reclaim, but maybe we can do a dab of reclaim. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Well, I feel a little bit better now. I feel like the job is doable. Like that one nut, it seems that I think I can do it. I think I can imagine how it's done now. In my head, I was like, I couldn't see how it seemed impossible. But now, I think I can replace those hoses. I don't have to worry about the leak in the basement. So now, the biggest worry, I guess, is those, like what Hayden said about the boards warping so much they break. Oh, and I have to decide if I'm really going to carry the dehumidifier up the stairs or not. Just put tape. Not a good idea, Jessica. Oh, I don't wanna, Nina. I don't wanna. Just wanna pretend it's like it's gonna fix itself. I'll probably bring the dehumidifier up here. I'm not sure how this dehumidifier works though. I think if I just because right now I have it hooked up to a continuous drain into the like it continuously drains into the drain in the basement, and if I bring it up here, it'll have to be drained into a bucket, right? But does that automatically switch from continuous drain? I don't know. These are the things I don't know. I'm pretty sure it looked like it was just right at the hose. I could be wrong though. It could have like been higher up, I guess, and running down and then dripping. But it looked like it was coming right from that joint there though. All right, you guys wait here. I'll go get the dehumidifier. Crying out loud. You guys will harass me until I do it. Isn't it turning on? I don't know what any of these buttons mean. God damn it. For fuck's sake. Alright, I'm gonna look up the instructions here. Nothing's easy, you know. Why isn't it on? Oh, there it goes. About fucking time. Alright, it's on continuous mode. This button is. Good enough. I should have kicked it. Dang it to heck. Alright, that's working now. What's that, from water feed to sink? Do what now? I put the cap on it, the thing on it, so hopefully it'll feed to the bucket. It'll drain to the bucket, I think. I don't know. Whenever it stops working, I guess. I've always had it on continuous drain up until this point. Turn what off? What are we talking about? So John didn't think we needed to dehumidify, huh? Maybe I could just left it in the basement? just saw a drip. Did you just see a drip? I pulled this little switch, so it shouldn't be leaking. This is pulled up right here. So I think, I don't know what else to do. I don't know. You just pull them straight up and down. I don't want to fuck with that one too much since it's not leaking right now. You don't turn them. They're just pop them up and pop them down. No, it doesn't turn. You just pull it up and pull it down, push it down. I don't know what to tell you, Bob. It's for the garbage disposal. In a different plumbing episode, I put in this what is it, like shark tooth valve or whatever I think what it's called. Like I cut the pipe, slid this on, so it'd be able to attach the hose before this is the hose that feeds the dishwasher. Before I used to, before before we replaced the dishwasher, the hose fed directly onto the pipe, and you couldn't unscrew it. To put a new hose on, so I had to cut a pipe and then add a valve that I could screw the hose onto. I don't think it's not still dripping. I think it's okay. I don't know, it must have just been still wet or something. Oh, there's still water in it, I bet. That's what's happening. Because I see a drip forming too. I bet you it's just water left in the in the thingamajigger? I don't know. God damn it. Thanks. Thank you. I was pretty proud of myself for that one, at least. Put a napkin under there. What's a valve? I can show you one of those other ones. Used on the toilet one here. This one's got more use. You just it doesn't turn. It just even says on there. Pull to close. You just push it to start it. No, there's no turning it. It's either on or off. That valve is shut off, for sure. If it wasn't shut off, it would be leaking a lot more. I think there's water. I think there's just some water trapped in the hose still. I can show you the. See, the cold water works, but the hot water doesn't work. I don't want to start leaking again. No, I'm not going to turn it back on. I just don't know. I think, like when it was turned on, it was like a steady drip. It was or almost a flow. And now it's like a drip every 5 minutes or so. So I'm thinking there must be just... I don't know. It seems like it's pretty stable right now. I don't want to fuck with it. I think the water would flow. It would drip out of the sink. It would drip out of, if it was like if there was still some pressure in that hose. I do think it's just water left in the hose. It must be that, because otherwise there would be a drip here. I don't want to show you guys what it looked like when it was going, but it was just like that spot, that hose under there was just constantly leaking. No, I think I'm not gonna fuck with it. Maybe tomorrow I'll fuck with it. Oh, let's see, what time is it? I think it's about bedtime for me. Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Where did I put my pills? Hey, Sarah Bradley. Picking up for a caravan trip. Just popped in to say hi. I just got home from a road trip. I hope you have a good time. All right. reaching the end here. I want to thank everybody for the advice tonight. You guys have me feeling better about the situation. This last little bit, though, you guys have me a little worried. I'm worried because you're worried. But actually, I really think it is just like after I just feel like there's leftover water in that hose. It's just trapped in the hose. Oh, I had a good time there too, Sarah. It was fun. It was fun. We had some good talks there. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carla Schultz. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna do one more premise here, and then call it a night. All right. So some of you might be wondering what the show is about. People often wonder what the show is about. The premise is deceptively simple. I take my HIV medication live on the book of face each day in front of friends, family, and strangers. I do so in order to embrace stigma, dispel ignorance, and find support. After 1,013 pills, 1,013 shows, a number of bells, whistles, and bows have risen up and around and about the show. The bells, bows, and other people, the people that come back night after night and give me their most valuable resource, their time. To me, that's the most significant thing that's risen up and around and about the show, the community. Therein lies the support that I was looking for. Cher, I love you. But a number of bells, whistles, and bows have risen up and around and about the show. Ding dong bell. Boy does she now. Hell, heck, this show has it all. I like to say that it is Cloud Atlas and that it incorporates at least 600 years of entertainment, with Edward R. Murrow's radio broadcasts on record and cylinders played on a 19th century Edison home phonograph, along with a nursery rhyme book from my childhood containing woodcut illustrations from the 15th century. It is, in a sense, also The Matrix. In a previous iteration of the show, I created something I call the Rainbow Tunnel, in which I harnessed the power of Grayskull and the Eye of Thundera, funneling them through a series of warp nacelles, creating a static warp bubble and a subsequent singularity, good night, Mama G, punching a hole through the fourth wall, across the multiverse, and into the source. The show now takes place in an echo chamber, created by me, that serves as a way station between our reality and the source. I don't expect lay people to fully understand, as this is advanced social science. Yeah, so the show's also like an old-timey variety show, Carol Burnett style, mixed with a merry melody of Looney Tunes and a measure of Mork and Mindy. Nanu, nanu, a dash of Mr. Ed, and two doses of Alice in Wonderland, a helping of Hee Haw, heaps of Benny Hill, a hint of the Highlander, tons of the Twilight Zone, a tincture of Teen Wolf, an ounce of Oz, a cup of Creep Show and Castaway, a quart of Quantum Leap, and a gallon of Gilligan's Island. It's a 4-hour show. And a 4-hour tour. I don't know about that, Nicole, but thank you. 4 piles of Pee-wee's Playhouse, a pinch of Peter Pan, a pound of Popeye, I Am What I Am, a whole block of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and a ration of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Come up to the lab. See what's on the slab. I can see you shiver with anticipation. Touch me. I want to be dirty. Thrill me. Chill me full. Fill me, creature of the night, an undone Benjamin Button, a corny ear of Dumbo, a college try of I Spy, a couple raw strokes of Bob Ross, a spoon full of Mary Poppins in the full Monty Python, finally lumping Rick and Morty, the leader of I Love Lucy in the Sky with diamonds and wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. You've got the show. Everything is out of place and out of time here, including especially me. April will always be pregnant. Harambe will always be ready for her high fives at first. And the second coming will always be risen with the Obamas getting blowjobs from the Woodies. Hey, Angie. The Supermen and their boners will always be spinsters and sempstresses working the sweatshop. The twin towers will always stand with Lady Liberty. You will have their MTV. Pigs will fly. disco and dance will reign, like men did in the days of old. I write nightly the future history of anachronism for your future children and your elderly grandparents. May they enjoy it now and time immemorial. If I'd have people take only one thing away from this show, it would be the knowledge that HIV is preventable. If you're HIV negative, there's a once-a-day pill you can take. They call it PrEP, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. The pill is Truvada, and if you're HIV negative, you take it once a day, and it works like a highly effective chemical condom. It prevents HIV. But if you're already HIV positive like me, treatment is prevention. By taking my medication every day and maintaining an undetectable viral load, it makes it so I'm not contagious. U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmissible. You could fuck me bareback all day long and never catch HIV from me. It's a brave new world. The future is now. And it's 1969. Free love. Woo. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Pill number 1013. Down the hatch. We are robot. Angie, we're still on the same set, right? This is the Shepherd Fairy Prince, the Obama pictures you're used to seeing. I usually film from up here. The iPad usually does the recording, and the set is up there. All the toys up there are up there. But I'm only going to be using that set probably Friday and Saturday nights now, and then you're just stuck down here with me the rest of the week. All right. So I want to thank you all for being here. I'd urge you to come back tomorrow. I'll have more ideas for you. You'll have things you want to talk about, and so will I. But alas, it's time to say goodbye. And thank you everyone again for all the advice and just the support in general. I love you all. Mwah!